Okay, here's video number one of my keg still build. Here's the keg over here, and all my fittings, and my beer. You know, we've got to have a beer. So this this 2-inch copper that I got is actually, I believe it's the M version. There's Type M and Type L, and the one that's actually the thicker is more for like high pressure. Well, they didn't have the other version, which was thinner. So unfortunately, to get my fittings on here, these suckers, I gotta kind of pound them out. So I got a barrel sander here that I'm gonna try to clean out the end here a little bit. I didn't have a proper thing to cut the copper, so I just used a metal saw. So anyway, that's that. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, and hopefully I'll be able to get this right in there in a few minutes. So that's video number one, and this is day number one on the build. Really excited. Keep you posted. Okay, so we got the column for the pot still done so far. I haven't soldered the fittings on yet, but got them already pasted with the flux, and getting these things reamed out so that these can get in here. What a pain in the ass. But bought a kit of barrel connectors, or sanders from Lowe's. 12 bucks. The fuck, right? So anyway, I'll get back. Next part, I'm gonna do another part on the top of this, probably only about a 4-inch, or maybe less. And then I'll do the elbow that comes off to continue it on down to the condenser. So we got the 2-inch elbow up top. So I did another joint on here. These are the tri-clamps. So I did one there and one down off of here. The seal underneath here is just a little rubber tire, or some guys call it Ranger band, if you will. And just mocking everything up right now before I solder everything, and that'll be an adventure in itself. So I'm gonna just continue on here with another piece of 2-inch, then I'm gonna reduce it to 1-inch. So just have to do that. And we're good to go. We're done with the 2-inch. So I'm reducing down to, I've already scuffed the inside of my 2-to-1 reducer, scuffed everything down. I've got it already pre-fluxed, ready to solder. So I'm just gonna finish mocking this up, and then we're good to go. And I'm down from here down to the condenser, the fun part. There's my 1-inch and 1/2-inch right there. So the 1/2-inch will be the inner sleeve, the 1-inch will be the outer water jacket. And I got a couple of unions here. So I'll do 1-inch union so that I can take this thing off in pieces, store it, whatever I need to do. And then I got another 1/2-inch union too, just in case. So we'll guess we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned. Our first union on, and we are just transitioning down into our condenser. Haven't built the condenser yet, but it's looking pretty badass. It's actually coming along really fast, so really cool. I've really only been working on this for, well, this part took probably the longest to try to get those collars in there, but everything else is coming together really fast. So probably been, a couple of hours really. So I decided to do a 1/2-inch union on here as well, coming down to the condenser, just in case I change my mind on what the condenser is going to look like down the road, or I want to try a different kind, or want to build something a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, one of the two. It's kind of why I did this too, so I can actually change it from a pot still and make it more like a reflux, have a reflux column up top, and I can, extend this up any higher, or whatever I want to do. Even do vodka, so do really tall, so get like another 12-foot length of 2-inch.